I'm not sure if should be sharing this with the ladies,
Yes,
but rotational dating works because
that's what they love. That's when
yes,
multiple men want to date, marry you, and do whatever they need to
yes,
move, take care of your kids, give you whatever life you're asking for because it's so rare.
yes.
It is so easy to stand out right now. I don't care what color you are, what background you're from, what part of the country or world you live in.
Rotational dating works because we make decisions a lot quicker when it's a little pressure on us. You want to make sure not only are you doing that for the male, for us to know, but you're doing it to keep your options open because you just never know the guy that you're dating, where their mind is, if they're really dating you, or if it's just something for them to do. And he has no intention. We don't know his intention. And then you're not attached. You're attached to getting married, but you're not attached to a person.
I rotationally dated. We started dating for marriage and got engaged in 8 months, married within 11 months.
Yes.
As a single mom with 4 kids, and we lived in different countries. So it's so important that you're rotationally
Yes.
dating. You're not sleeping with these guys, but your attention is not all going to him.
Yeah.
How did you feel about me
Yes.
rotationally dating?
Well, the men don't like it. I mean, it's no man that you can talk to and
Yeah.
say like, okay, she's rotationally dating. I'm rotationally dating.
Men
so
don't
we
talk
just
like that.
no, because in our mind, right? If it's somebody that we really like, we'll like, okay, I don't like them rotationally dating because you're thinking about, okay, they're out, they're spending time together. It could be one thing that happens, and now that opportunity's gone. Because it only takes the guy saying one thing, doing one thing, and potentially she's now dating him. So we don't even want to leave it to chance.
It allows you to attract the right man.
It does. Because it allows us to make that decision. We're going to make a decision either way, if it's the right man or the wrong man. Because if it's the wrong guy, they'll just pull back. Say, okay, let's go. You're dating. I'm dating. We'll catch
they're
up.
not gonna care.
Yeah, we'll catch up when we want to. But if it's the right masculine, healthy guy, we just don't want to take that chance. And we'll do what we need to do to avoid losing someone that we're really interested in dating for marriage.
We're going to break down a couple of things that you might want to be thinking about if you do want to attract a healthy masculine provider energy type man as a husband and as a bonus to that. So a couple things. So first of all, yes, we understand you can attract lots of different types of guys, right? You don't have to rotationally date to attract your husband into your life. We already understand that. We're talking about activating masculine energy in men. And you can argue all you want, ladies. But look at a sperm. Okay, this is man at a DNA level. They are designed to chase, to compete. This is why men love sports. This is why men hunt. You're activating that part of them and they want the challenge. They're not going to value you. First of all, if you just give everything to them,
Yes, I
all
agree.
the white privileges, they didn't have to do anything for it. They'll like it at the beginning, but either they're going to get really bored of you subconsciously, and most men are not aware of this, so they'll just fall away. They'll
Yes.
stop texting you, stop calling you. They're going to start to lean into their feminine energy because you're so in your masculine chasing energy, right? So that's the thing, is you're actually understanding how men are wired is so important on a DNA level, on an energetic, and even a spiritual level. Some women are like, this is too much work, especially if you have multiple kids. I had 4 kids.
Yes.
So there's different ways you can rotationally date. I did it a little bit different. I wasn't like talking to 7 guys at once, because even I was like, that's exhausting. But one thing that we teach our girls in our programs, one, you need to have so much clarity in your energy, babes. Not the words you're speaking and telling them, I want you to do this, this, and this.
Right.
Like, you're carrying it in your energy, exactly what you're calling in from a husband, and you're aligning with that. What does that provider energy look like for you and your kids?
It's so important for women to have clarity, because what happens is in those relationships, end up turning into that one thing, right? You end up turning into that cook, because that's how you led with it, right? You didn't have any demands, but you started cooking for them.
Oh, that's
right?
so good.
So now, guess what? You're that meal, you're that movie night, you're that booty call, because it was no clarity at the beginning. And even if you mentioned it, you didn't stand on it, right? You didn't, like when he came at you and called you at 11 o'clock at night and you didn't hear from him from 3 days and you still told him to come over, that's what you turned into. You have to really make sure that you're clear with it and you follow through, because without the follow through, we're going to test those boundaries. as men.
Yes,
We test those
even good
boundaries.
men.
Yes. And it's our nature, right? Not that we're looking to take advantage, but we just want to see how locked in are you with what you're saying, or are you just saying it because you know it's the right thing to say?
How needy are you?
Yes.
That
Yes.
will drive a man away so fast if you
Yes.
and your needy pick me energy. Doesn't
Yes.
matter how successful
That's
and
so
how
true.
beautiful you are. If you're and that comes from
Yes.
that wounded relationship with the masculine energy, they can
We're,
smell it.
we're also looking to see like how easy do you change your stance, because we're thinking like if another guy came up to you, how easy would it be for them? So
Mm.
these are, we're not even doing it consciously
No,
a
this
lot
is
of
all
times.
subconscious, you
Yeah,
guys.
I need to make sure that this person is solid with what they're saying, because if I commit, it's like a business, right? If I
Yeah.
commit, I'm all in. I'm investing in this person, and I got to make sure it's a good investment.
Men are activated by our energy. I'm going to prove this to you. We're going to have a biology lesson for a second. And don't take this the wrong way, but I want to show you how much this is just ingrained into men that they respond to our energy. So just think on an intimate level. A man will harden into his masculine energy in the presence of feminine energy, even if the woman is present or even through a thought. That's the only way they can really be
That's,
activated
that is true.
in their masculine energy.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be sexual about this, but I want you to see, ladies, that even without the sexual part of it, but just you being in your activated feminine energy, and feminine energy is you feel soft and playful, you're calm, you're willing to receive, you're not hard and bitter and angry and resentful and coming at them with like your masculine energy. And when you embody that healed, high value, magnetic feminine energy, which is what we teach the girls in our community, in our programs, naturally masculine energy is going to be activated all around you. And I'm not talking about it in a sexual way. I'm talking about it in their masculine energy, where they want to provide, they want to protect you, not just financially, but they want to make sure you're emotionally safe. They want to make sure you're emotionally good. They want to make sure that, and this is what all moms want, they're taking stuff off your plate. They're looking for ways to make your life easier. That's provider energy, making sure that you're not in a place where you're feeling afraid and stressed out and overburdened, because that's not fun for them either. Okay, I go way deep into this in my programs, but this is kind of a taste. The second thing is you need to actually heal your relationship with masculine energy.
We understand the investment that's needed
Mm-hmm.
when you get into a relationship with the feminine.
Yeah.
So we have to make sure that this feminine is ready to receive. And if they're not ready to receive, then we're just not going down that road, because it's so much. Of course, both parties bring so much to the relationship, but it's such a sacrifice of ourselves when we get into a relationship, because as the masculine, a healthy masculine, we take the back seat, right?
Right.
We make sure we're taken care of, but we're doing stuff for others
Yeah.
so much. And the last thing we want to do is, as a healthy man, is do so much and it be a waste,
Yeah.
right? Not that things don't work out in relationship, things happen. That's not the thing, but more so about that person being in a position to receive and make things easy for us to do.
Yeah, so what that looks like, and this is stuff I did before I started dating him, before I went online. And when I went online, we met in one day. We were engaged in 8 months, and we got married within 11
Yes.
months, even as a single mom with 4 kids, and even living in different countries. And we are living our dream life right now. Like, that's what he provided for me and my kids. So listen, okay? I tell you, you have to heal that masculine energy wound, babe, because what happens is you'll end up attracting men that need to be taken care of. You'll end up attracting men that don't value you, and that's like that whole cheating scenario. And these are generational patterns that we got to break off of our life. I come from 4 generations of single parenthood. You healing that relationship with masculine energy not only is going to help you
Yes.
attract a healthy masculine man, energy man, as a husband, as a father, a bonus dad like him, but it's going to actually heal your relationship with even money and how you receive things. Even good for your hormones, like I always talk about. But you've got to heal that relationship first.
Men are simple. As a woman in your feminine, if you don't focus on anything else when you're looking at the man, understand, for one, what you do does matter in the relationship. So You may not be able to tell the guy what to do, but how your energy in the relationship is so key. So making sure that you keep at the top of the list, just showing appreciation for him. We don't need expensive things and all of this. We just need to know that you appreciate
No, you
what we're
shouldn't be
doing.
buying a man anything.
Right.
Really.
If you can find ways to show appreciation, you'll receive everything that you desire out of that relationship.
Yeah. And just to take it to that next level, ladies, men fall for you and want to stay with you based on how they feel in your presence. Not how smart you are, not how perfect your body dimensions are, not how good of a person you are, not how much you do for them. None of that stuff. I mean, that stuff is nice. That's not what keeps a man,
Not
babe.
at all.
It's subconscious and it's how he feels in your presence. So if you're always coming at him listing of all the stuff that you do and why you're such a great catch, that's not going to keep him, babe. He's going to be repelled. But if you do some of the stuff that we talk about in our programs where you're healed, you're able to receive, you know how to show so much appreciation
Yes.
for even the smallest
Yes.
things. You're not angry and triggered because of your daddy issues and past relationships and divorces and baby daddy drama and all this stuff. You're not carrying that in your energy anymore. You're like a fresh new
Yes.
20-year-old that has never been hurt.
Yes.
And that does take inner work, trust me, but I've had to do that too. That's what they love. That's
Yes.
when multiple men want to date, marry you, and do whatever they need to.
Yes.
Move, take care of your kids, give you whatever life you're asking for, because it's so rare.
Yes.
It is so easy to stand out right now. I don't care what color you are, what background you're from, what part of the country or world you live in. If you have 4 kids like I did, no kids, if you're 60, like it does not matter because this is so rare.
Yes.
So take time, heal, babe, heal your relationship with the masculine energy, heal and really learn how to activate your feminine
Yes.
energy. So you start to activate the
Yes.
masculine energy around you and it will come towards you. And it happens really fast once you actually catch this.
I've talked to so many guys and clients, and one thing that doesn't get talked about a lot, but really matters to guys is, especially when we're starting families, is what type of mother is this lady going to be? And we're putting all these pieces together, and we're like, okay, she's going to be this type of mother. Do I want her to be the mother to my children? Is this person someone that I can grow with in that area? Can I start a family with this person? Right? And all of those things, the appreciation, showing the love, the respect, honoring each other, and all of those things, of course, are when you get married and things like that, right? But at least showing signs of it within the people around you in our relationship.
Even bonus kids, like in my situation,
Yes.
he's a bonus dad
Yes.
to 4 kids. Third thing is you actually want to have strategy. Like babes, you need to have strategy. Maybe if you're 20 and you have all the time in the world, you don't have kids yet, whatever, go date around. Like it's not hard to find a man that will want to date you and give you money. Like that is not a challenge. We're talking about attracting a man that wants to marry you. That is exactly what you're asking
Yes.
for. You need strategy. I went in there with strategy. So that's why I did the rotational dating. I only was talking to a few guys at once, but I was so clear in my energy of exactly what I wanted. The other thing that women are concerned about is, well, I don't want to date anyone from my neighborhood or my city. Neither did I. So you can actually change your location to something else I also teach in the Dating for Marriage program is put yourself in environments with the type of men you are calling in as a husband. Somebody had made a comment in one of our viral videos about this, but it's exhausting to rotationally date. The only reason why it's exhausting, babe, is when you give your emotional energy to multiple men, or your body
Yes.
to multiple men,
So
or
true.
your time to multiple men. So you need to have very healthy boundaries and strategy when you do decide to rotationally date. Because when we first met, that was the first time I started rotationally dating, and it happened so fast where multiple people wanted to date and like they're ready to move and do all this stuff, and I found it too overwhelming, so I stopped. And we actually stopped talking
Yes.
for a few months.
Yes.
And then I had to do another layer of inner healing in myself so I could receive. And that's the thing, is like that's a sign that you do need some inner healing, is because if you get really overwhelmed really easily, even with the stuff that you want, you're feeling really triggered in your nervous system, you're not feeling really even safe to open up to a man, not sexually, I'm talking about like just emotionally, whatever, those are all signs that you want to heal. So somebody had made an amazing comment. So how do you not come across controlling with men if you come from an environment where everyone cheats? So maybe you've been cheated on, you come from an environment where everyone cheats, it's normal. And I'm like, I love this question because both of us come from those types of environments. Babe, this is a wound I had as well. So I come from a family, I'm not going to talk bad about anybody, but in the culture that I come from, so I'm mixed, but my dad is from Guyana in the Caribbean, and cheating is very, very, very normalized in the Caribbean with men. So growing up, like I said, I love my dad and everything, no shade. They come from dysfunction too. That's why I'm not even mad at my parents for anything that they've gone through because they come from dysfunction. So being mad at your parents isn't going to help you. But this is a sign that you need to actually heal your relationship with you and your relationship with masculine energy. If you are walking around with fear that you are going to get cheated on, that he's going to leave you, he's going to abandon you, that is just a wound, right? And you probably will attract that into your life until you heal that. Once you do that inner healing where you're feeling so good about yourself, you value yourself and you really understand the dynamics between masculine and feminine energy, what men need, what you need, all that stuff. You have healthy boundaries, all the stuff we talk about in our programs. You have no fear of a man cheating on you. Like, I have zero fear of a man cheating on me, of my husband cheating on me. But even when we were dating, I had no fear of him talking to other women, cheating on me, anything like that. And we were not, like, we waited for marriage too, before you do married stuff. Anyway, the reason I'm saying this is it's not even in my energy. If he, even now, as my husband, as the bonus dad to my 4 kids, who's providing me with this amazing, beautiful life, if he decided to cheat on me, I would be like, okay, bye. I'm gone. I'm not angry. I'm not mad. Like, obviously, it would probably hurt a little bit, but I wouldn't even skip a beat. I would be so gone so fast. And in my energy, it's like his loss. So and it's not because it's not him, right? It's my relationship with masculine energy, right? And so for you, babe, it's like getting to that point where you're not angry and bitter and like, if you do this, you do this, you do this, and you're coming at him. It's more you're just carrying it. You just know your worth and you're calm about it. You're not triggered about it. You don't feel like you need to control. The other thing too that's so important is you need to have healthy boundaries with yourself and when you're and when you're married. So what that means is, like, assuming you already have done the stuff that I've talked about in my other programs where you're scripting, you know exactly the type of man you're calling in. Okay, you have clarity on that. What his character, his values, those types of things that are really important to you. Then when you, like, what are your non-negotiables? You have to know what your non-negotiables are first.
And the way I see it is really just like you said about doing your work first,
Yes.
right? Coming into the relationship healed and whole.
Yeah.
But also understanding you can only control what you can control.
Yeah.
Controlling ourselves
First.
So yes, so doing the work and really establishing those boundaries after you do the work and get into the relationship, establishing boundaries because it doesn't just happen.
So for us, I think it was so easy because even before he came into my life, I was already scripting on my husband is in his provider protector energy and he protects our couple bubble.
Yes.
So he's the type of man that is protecting us. And so because that's what I called in, that's what I got. I don't even have to tell him stuff.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't think we should do this. I think we should take phone calls together. I think we should do this. And I'm not triggered saying, oh, he's controlling. I'm like, no, this is what I asked for. I wanted a husband that is protective of our relationship. So I'm thankful for that. If he's really breaking your boundaries and you have voiced your concerns about it once, and nothing has changed, then you don't get mad at him. You just kindly walk away. He's either going to completely do what he needs to do to change, or he's going to fall away, and the right guy will value that because you value you, and he will rise up.
Either that person is already that person and you made a bad decision, or over time, because certain boundaries weren't established, because certain conversations weren't had, people have different definitions, right, of what cheating is.
Yes,
right?
That's so true, actually, honey.
So people have different definitions, and having those conversations around,
before you get married,
and then controlling what you can control, because if you're controlling what you do, then whatever they do is up to them, but they know they're losing a person. A lot of times that fear of losing a person who's really in your corner, the person that you're growing with, that reality can be enough to keep people at bay, right? But
Yeah.
it's got to be something there for them to miss. So
Yeah.
you just do your work, control what you can control,
Yeah.
and just live your life, because worrying about it doesn't change it. It only kind of manifests it, right? It
Yeah,
kind of brings
exactly.
it into existence because
Absolutely.
that's all you're thinking about,
Hmm.
and it's felt.
Exactly. A couple of the things is really understanding the dynamics between masculine and feminine energy attraction in marriage is so important, you guys. And I see this all the time. I'm just going to be really real here. Even if you're a woman of God and you're such a great person, and he's a man of God and such a great person, if you, babe, are heavy in your masculine energy, which is a lot of successful women, and you're not aware of that, and you haven't healed that part of you, what will often happen is because you're not aware of it, you're always in your masculine energy. And you might be the best person on the
Yeah.
planet doing
Yes.
Mother Teresa level work
Yes.
on the planet, but you're so in your doing masculine energy and
Yes.
not aware of it. Subconsciously, masculine energy, heterosexual masculine energy, is repelled by masculine energy. So he's not going to even know why he's starting to be turned off of you, right? But it turns him off subconsciously because masculine energy doesn't want to be penetrated by masculine energy. On top of it, when you're having your masculine energy, it's going to affect your hormones. So it's likely your libido has tanked. Likely you got hormone issues. Your mood is maybe all over the place. Don't judge yourself. Just come with me on this journey of self awareness, okay? So, because we can reverse all of this easy. You have worked so hard, you're so successful in a certain area of your life, but you're not aware of the
Yes.
type of energy you're functioning in. One, you're going to have hormone issues. Two, you're going to have relationship issues until you heal that in yourself, babe. You're going to be exhausted too. And because you haven't healed, you're probably triggered by certain things. And that is going to even further turn your man off of you, whether you're dating or married, and whether he's a good man or not.
Yes.
Okay. It's so, so important for us ladies to be aware of this, not only for your own mental and emotional health, babe, but so you can actually attract that masculine energy towards you. You want him to come towards you, your husband or the men you're dating,
Yes.
right? And it balances out your hormones. Okay. Okay. So in summary, get super clear on the type of man you're calling in. Okay. And if you need help with that, it's in our program where
Yes.
we help women do that, dating for marriage. Number two is heal your wounds with masculine energy. Daddy wounds, relationship with God, religion, just divorce, past relationships. If you're carrying that in your energy, that's what you're going to attract. Then number three is have strategy, babe. So whether you want to do rotational dating or you want to do online dating, offline dating, however you want to do it, have strategy. Okay. Know how valuable you are and know that you can call in the type of husband
Yes.
and bonus dad you want, and not all men cheat.
And any
Yeah.
man questions you have,
Yes.
definitely in our program, Man Answers, we go a lot deeper, right? So you can ask us a question
Yeah.
on the platform, you can DM us and ask us questions inside the community, but really going deeper. Just definitely check out the link, get into the program. We got so much more of this for you.
We are breaking generational patterns, ladies, off of our lives, off of our children's lives. Okay? Love you.